Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to welcome you all in our today's session. My name is Neha Khandelwal. I'm a chartered accountant with over 7 years of experience in the field of taxation. I had the opportunity to work closely with individuals and businesses, helping them with simplifying and manages their tax responsibilities with clarity and confidence. Today's webinar is encountered around a very timely and important question, that is late ITR filing, tax notices, what really happens if you miss the deadline. So, as we enter the peak season of filing, it's very crucial for any individual, whether you are a salaried employee or you are a freelancer or someone with multiple income sources, to understand the ITR filing process, the application deadlines, and the documentation required to stay compliant and stress free. So in today's session, we will be covering the late ITR filing and the tax notices related issues which people generally face, and how you can basically save yourself from those compliances related issues and other things. Let's start the session. In the end, we will be having the Q&A session in which you can post your questions in the chat box. So I'll be addressing all those questions at the end of the session. So yeah, let's start with the late ITR filing. So what are the deadlines of ITR filing that you should not ignore? So the critical due date for income tax return filing is 31st July of the assessment year for the due date for the financial year 24-25 have been extended to 15th of September 2025. Okay, so basically, these are the due dates for ITR filing for the individuals who are not having tax audits. So till the 15th September, he or she should file their ITR so that they will be in a compliant way as well. Okay. Okay, so these are the few penalties which will impose if you late file your ITR basically. Under section 234F, the maximum penalty is rupees to 5,000 rupees that will be levied if you file your ITR after the due date but before 31st December 2025. But there is a condition of this penalty that if your income is exceeding 5 lakh rupees, then only you have to pay 5,000 rupees as a penalty of late ITR filing. But if your income is not exceeding 5 lakh rupees, in that case, 1,000 rupees will be the penalty for the late ITR filing. So the due date for the late ITR filing is 31st December. So by any chance or by any reason, if you fail to file your ITR on time, that is 15th of September, you can file your ITR till 31st of December, but with the late phase, obviously. So this is section 234F. Now let's discuss what is section 234A. So in section 234A, there is an interest which is charged when the income tax return is not filed within the due date. The interest is levied at 1% per month or part of the month. It is calculated on the amount of unpaid taxes. So whatever amount is unpaid, at your end, you have to pay 1% per month or part of the month interest as well. So the period of calculation is from the due date of filing till the actual date of filing. So the due date is filing is 15th of September. So from 15th of the September to the date whenever you file your ITR, you have to pay interest with 1% per month or part of the month. And no interest is applicable if the tax is fully paid or a refund is due. So there is a condition, if there is no tax liabilities, you have already paid all the taxes earlier, or if there is a refund, then interest will not be levied on you. So these are the immediate financial penalties which anyone needs to face if they are not filing their ITR on a timely manner. Okay, so let's discuss what are the consequences of not filing by the due date. Okay, so first, what is the prosecution? So the income tax officer can initiate proceedings for the prosecution if the person willfully fails to file a return even after issuing notices. The imprisonment can be for a term of 3 months to 2 years with a fine. So if the tax you owe to the income tax department is higher, the prosecution period may be extended to 7 years. So yes, if you fail to file your ITR on a timely manner with a willful basically conditions, in that case they can send that person to the imprisonment as well. So the penalty is the income tax officer may impose a penalty of up to rupees 50% of the tax due in case of underreporting of income. So if you are underreporting your income, so in that case, the officers can impose up to 50% of penalty on you. Apart from the penalty levied by the IT department, there are other consequences that a taxpayer may face for late filing of return. So delayed refund is also a consequences because in case you are entitled to receive a refund from the government for excess taxes paid, you must file the income tax return before the due date to receive your refund at the earliest. So basically, if your refund is due and you are not filing your ITR on a timely manner, definitely there will be a delay in your refund as well. Next is unable to set off losses. So yeah, that is the most crucial I can say issue because nowadays people are investing more into the stock markets and other things. So if you are having any kind of losses, so if you are not filing your ITR on a timely manner, in that case you will not be able to carry forward those losses in the subsequent years and you can't set off those losses in the future gains. So there will be a loss for you of not filing of the ITR on a timely manner. So these are few consequences I have mentioned of not filing the ITR by the due date. Okay, so now ITR is not filed for the previous financial year. So if you missed filing your ITR for previous years, then you have two options. So there are these two options which you can avail if you missed your ITR filing of previous years. You can make an application for condonation. You can file the updated return as well under section 139(8)(a). So what are the condonation? What are the steps of condonations for delay? You can apply. Here I have written all the steps. Apply to your jurisdiction AO. Department issues a notice for seeking the details. Then you need to submit the reply online, and then on the approval of that, you can file your pending ITRs as well. Okay. And next is updated return under section 139(8)(a). So under section 139(8)(a) of Income Tax Act, it is written that anyone can file their updated ITR within 2 years. So this 2 years will be calculated from the end of year in which the original return was filed. So ITRU is generally term which is people use for the updated ITR. So this ITRU was introduced to optimize tax compliances by taxpayers without provoking legal actions. So filing of ITRU is applicable only to those individuals where it results in additional tax liability. Thus, where it results in a refund or no tax liability, then you will not be able to file your ITR. So here I have write what are the things which you need to keep in your mind if you're planning to go for the updated ITR. So now, also for filing the ITRU, you will be levied a penalty, which I have mentioned here. So here are the timelines and what are the additional taxes. So if you are filing it within 12 months, in that case 25%. If you are filing within 24 months, in that case 50%. 36 months, 60%. 48 months, 70%. So you can see time is increasing, so penalty is also increasing in the same manner. So these are the few details regarding the updated ITR. So now let's discuss what is the income tax notice. So an income tax notice is an official communication from the income tax department alerting a taxpayer to discrepancies, missing information, overdue filing, and unreported income. So income tax notice under section 142(1), which is commonly people knows people see. Generally, income tax department sends them 142(1) notice. So under this, a notice under this section can be issued under two circumstances. If you have filed your return but the assessing officer requires additional information or documents. Second, if you haven't filed your return but the assessing officer wants you to file it. So these are the two conditions in which you will get a notice under section 142(1) from the department. The information is called for to enable the officer to make a fair assessment. Okay. So next is income tax notice under section 133 say. So the IT department can require any explanation or documentation from the assessee. Common reason for such notices is non-filing your ITR despite income exceeding the basic exemption limit, mismatch in AIS, that is called annual income statement, and your ITR, which you have filed. So income such as salary, interest, capital gain, not reported or incorrectly reported in the ITR. High value transactions not aligned with the declared income, purchase of immovable property, foreign travel, investment in mutual funds. So these are the few common reasons because of which department can ask you for any particular explanation or proof of such investments or expenditures. So next is intimation under section 143(1). So this is issued by the Central Processing Center CPC after electronic processing of your return. Adjustments are made for the errors, incorrect claims, and mismatches in the return. Intimation is sent in any of the following cases. Tax liabilities is determined, refund is due, no demand or refund, but there is an increase or reduction in losses. Must be issued within 9 months from the end of the financial year in which the return is filed. Okay. So this is the intimation called under section 143(1). Okay, next is income tax notice under section 143(2). So this is issued with when response under section 143(1) is unsatisfied or not provided. So earlier we have seen there was 143(1) notice, which I have explained. So if you didn't reply on that notice or that reply is not satisfactory to the department, they will issue you the notice under section 143(2). So this indicates that the return has been picked up for scrutiny. This is specifically for the scrutiny cases. Objective for this is to ensure that taxpayer has not understand the income, claimed excessive losses, paid lesser taxes. Taxpayer must respond to the questionnaire and submit documents requested by the department. It's very crucial. You have to submit all the requirements which is asked by the department with all the supporting documents within the time period specified, that is by the department only, and this notice must be served within 3 months after the completion of relevant assessment year. So next is intimation under section 148. So this is initiated when the assessing officer suspects that under reporting of your income triggered if income is underreported, leading to lower tax liabilities, return is not filed despite being mandatory under the law. The purpose of this intimation is to deduct and assess undisclosed income. Okay, so these were few notices which generally issues by the department related to your income tax return. So here I have mentioned summary of them so that you can have an idea if you receive any notice from the department that this is for which purpose or what department specifically wants from you in the particular notice. So now let's discuss how to respond to income tax notices. So I have mentioned below the steps which you can follow to respond to the income tax notices on the income tax department. Okay, first you need to read the notice carefully and understand the reason for which the notice has been issued. Next, you can also verify the authenticity of the notice through the income tax portal. You can check that whether that notice is authenticate or that not. So you can go to your income tax portal and then you can check there as well. Once you understand the reason, collect all the necessary information and documents such as Form 16, bank statement, investment proofs, transaction details, or any other related documents, whatever is required by the department. After that, when you have all the things in a single place, you can log into your income tax portal and then you can go to the pending actions, e-proceedings to view all the notices which is issued to you by the department. After that, you can prepare your response, write a clear explanation and attach all the required documents. Okay. Submit. After that only you can submit your reply through the portal and you can save and download the receipt as well for the further references. Next and the last step is make sure that you track the portal and email for further communication from the income tax department. So these are the basic steps with the help of which you can respond to the income tax notices on the IT portal. Okay, so now let's discuss a few tips to avoid late filing and notices as well. Set reminders, definitely mark the due date and set digital alerts well in advance so that you didn't skip a filing of your ITR and you are not giving the department an option to send you a notices for not filing or late filing of your ITR. Definitely seek professional help. Definitely, professional help is required for filing of your ITR. And in the worst case scenario, if you got any notices from the department, in the preparation of reply of that notices and submitting it with the department, you should seek a professional help so that your reply will be given to the department in an accurate and a professional and accuracy manner as well. So organize documents early. Keep your Form 16, bank statements, investment proofs, etc. ready to streamline filing. So you need to keep all the documents ready so that your filing will not be delayed just because of the document pendency. Next is respond promptly. So whenever we receive any notices from the department, it's very crucial the how we are replying to the department, the way we are responding to the department. So I have already mentioned professional help is required for that. So definitely you should get a professional help to respond in a prompt way. Always match your AIS, that is annual income statement, and Forms 26 AS. Cross-check everything, all the income, TDS, tax paid with ITR, so that there will not be any mismatch and you will not get any notice regarding the mismatch issues. Use the correct ITR form. Selecting the right ITR form based on your income, based on your sources of income, range of income is very crucial. So use the correct ITR form to avoid the notices and penalties as well. Verify your ITR after filing. Complete the e-verification process to ensure the filing is valid. It's not like we have filed our ITR and the tasks are complete. After filing your ITR, within 30 days of your ITR filing, you have to e-verify your return as well with your Aadhaar authentication. So keep that also in your mind so that your ITR will be processed without any errors and without any notices as well. So yeah, thank you so much everyone. So yeah, let's take all the questions which we have got in the chat box. So first question is what happens if I file my ITR after the due date? So yes, I have already mentioned that if you can file your ITR after the due date, but there is a penalty of 5,000 or 1,000 rupees according to the income range. So you have to make the payment of that and then you can file it till 31st December as well. Next, we have, can I still carry forward losses if I file my return after the deadline? No. If you file your ITR after the deadline, you can file the return, but you can't carry forward the losses. You can't adjust those losses in the future as well. Next, we have, hi Neha, excellent webinar. Thank you. I have a question. How should one respond to a text notice? So I have already mentioned if you want to respond to your text notice on your own, definitely you can go ahead. I have already mentioned the steps as well, but it's always advisable to take the professional help to respond to notices because it's very crucial the way you respond to the IT department. So it's always advisable to get the professional help as well. Next, we have what is the penalty or late fee for filing the ITR after the due date? So yeah, I have told you that penalty is 5,000 rupees or 1,000 rupees or according to the timeline which you are filing the ITR with. Okay. So these are the questions which we have right now. So, if you have any other questions or any other professional help you need, you can connect with Unity by JJTex. We have a free chat option as well in which you can post your queries and we will be happy to help you with all your ITR filing as well as notice related issues. Okay, thank you so much, everyone.